Hello, beautiful souls. So, welcome to this space. Thank you for joining me. My name is Belinda and I'm a kinesiologist and yoga teacher. So, I wanted to talk into why scripting what it is that you want and what your intentions are that you put out to the universe and what you're trying to bring in is so important to manifesting your goals. Now, paramount to this though is being able to do the deep healing work on yourself, because if there is still a lot of past trauma, childhood wounds that we haven't been able to bring into the now and clear the energy around them, whether there's stuck and trapped emotions in the body, and whether your nervous system feels like it's on high alert and you're stuck in that real fight-flight mechanism or survival programs, then of course it is really quite a challenge to be able to be in a creative space and to call in what you desire and what you want. But if you have done that and you have done a degree of that, there's always more because we are multi-layered. But what I wanted to talk into is why scripting is so important. And that is because as humans, we'll tend to, through conditioned programming, we'll tend to fall into a lot of old patterns because it's familiar. And that's what survival does. There's parts of the brain that cause us to be this way, and we go into habitual patterns. But if you're finding that you're getting the same results, which are undesirable, then there's a key in itself that there is something that needs to be tweaked and changed in order for you to get a different result. Sounds pretty simple. So where does scripting come into it? Well, once you've started to deal with the past and the trauma and clearing, congestion out of the body in emotions that you haven't necessarily dealt with, and being able to feel them, to heal them, and then deal with them is, step one. Then once we've cleared some of that out, you could imagine if you were carrying around a massive big backpack full of emotions, and those emotions were considered to be like boulders in your backpack, you'd want to unpack some of that before you actually attempted to do this. So this is probably like a step 2 or 3 in the process. But if you've been working with someone like myself as a kinesiologist or other kinds of healing modalities, and you're at a place now where you're really wanting to manifest a better life for yourself, you're wanting abundance, you're wanting a more connected, intimate partnership, or you're wanting, the kind of job or career that really just makes you light up when you think about it in the morning and makes you actually want to get up and take inspired action. Or whether it is that you just want to feel like you've got more energy and more vitality and that you're not being pulled down by, some kind of health concern or some kind of other dis-ease in the body, then what I ask you to do in this next step is to be very, very clear in what it is that you want to call in. And that in itself is what we call scripting. So you can simplify your scripting by, being very direct with what it is that you're asking for. But the beauty of scripting is that you can also be more creative with it. So once you actually put down, like taking it from your mind and actually writing it down on paper. I still do this every single day, and what it essentially does is it helps you to identify what it is that you are aligned to, what it is that you are seeking, what is it that would bring you joy and would light you up, and that would create that spark within you to then be able to actually manifest that particular thing that you have scripted and that you have written down as an intention. The second step to this is exactly what I'm talking about, is being able to get into an emotional state of visualizing what that particular thing would feel like, and actually taking yourself into that place, closing your eyes down and imagining yourself with that beautiful soul partnership and doing the sorts of things that you would like to do in life, travel or, have long lunches together or have really beautiful conversations, whatever that may be. Or whether it is just to be able to have, beautiful, perfect health and that your body feels pain-free and that you feel clear in the mind without the brain fog, then it's really important for you to visualize yourself as a very vibrant being that's, doing the sports or the activities that also bring joy to your heart. Or whether it is that you want to bring in more wealth and creation, and what you would do with that wealth and creation is getting into that space within yourself, that emotional spark that would cause you then to take those aligned action steps, which are then congruent with your energy. So scripting is really just key in being able to not just imagine it in your mind or think about it, but actually take the time to write it out and do it daily. And then you will start to notice that when you're then in that emotional place and you're believing that that thing has already shown up for you, you will then be able to have more consistent results. So I hope that's been helpful. The power of scripting, I've been doing this for quite some time, and I kid you not, I have been able to manifest down to the number of clients that I see per week, to the relationship that I attracted in, to many other things that are just phenomenal. And when I look back and see how I scripted that, the universe delivered what it was that I was asking for. So I do this a lot with my clients in a beautiful program that I have introduced, and that is called Align, Attract, Abundance. And I work with you one-on-one to actually clear out anything that is still holding you back. So whether that's in your self-sabotaging, whether that's in old programming that you have that we need to clear out and clear up, whether it's through emotions that are quite blocked and stuck in your body, we get you to a place where we've cleansed that out, and then we can align you to what it is that you truly want. And I give you the tips and tools and techniques to be able to do that, to then create the abundance that is rightfully yours as a sovereign being. So if that's something that interests you, you can find me through my business page as Living Balanced Kinesiology. You can also find me on YouTube as Belinda Louise Kinesiology and Yoga. Or you can find me on Instagram as well. So if you're interested in that, comment below. Let me know what it is that you would like to align to. What is it that you want more to show up in your life? And yeah, I would be more than happy to actually steer you in the right direction to make that dream a reality for you. So love to you all, and many blessings, and we'll talk soon.